life. What's honey green tea? Life. We're playing some music. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to NoonTalks. Let's wait a while for more people to join before we start the session. How is everyone? Are you all having lunch? Thanks for joining, whether you are in office or at home or having your lunch. We will start shortly when there are more people who's joined. In the meantime, we can relax with the relaxing music. Hopefully you can hear the relaxing music. Okay. Okay, shall we start? Okay, I think we can get started now. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today for our 4th Noon Talks. For those who are new to us, Noon Talks is all about sharing valuable insights and knowledge on various topics which is related to female health, chronic conditions, beauty and skin health, as well as general wellness. So with that, we hope to share how TCM can support you every step of the way, especially at major life stages. So mark your calendars and don't miss out. We'll be here every last Wednesday of the month. So if you have some topics that you'd like to learn more about, feel free to DM us on our IG and we'll see if we can include them too. So before we get started, let me do a quick introduction of myself. So for those who are joining us for the very first time today, I'm Physician Fu. I graduated with a double degree from NTU as well as the Beijing University of Chinese Medication. And I'm with Oriental Remedies for 3 years now. This is my 3rd year. And I see a variety of conditions, including female health, fertility, skin conditions, as well as general wellness. So as you can see, it will be a very cozy session today because I will be hosting the session alone. So please feel free to type in your comments and questions along the way so that I can answer them at the end of the session. Okay, so if everyone is ready, let's get started. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Last session, we talked about how TCM can help to achieve acne-free skin. So today, we'll be talking about TCM secrets to a glowing and age-defying skin. So let's do a short recap on how TCM views skin health. So in TCM terms, we say that the skin health is a reflection of one's inner well-being. So for example, someone who eats well, exercises, and sleeps early generally has healthy glowing skin, whereas for someone who is stressed out, has a poor diet, or inactive lifestyle may find their skin dull or acne prone. So in TCM, the skin is most closely related to two organs, the lungs as well as the stomach. So in Chinese, we say that 肺主皮毛, meaning that the lungs govern the skin. A deficiency of lung yin, such as in the case of natural aging or not drinking enough water, will actually reflect on our skin, making our skin more prone to dryness, lose its glow and suppleness, or even sag. As for the stomach, we say that we are what we eat. So if we consume too much heaty foods, such as fried, oily, or spicy foods, it can lead to stomach fire, which triggers inflammation and leads to oily, acne-prone skin. So not having a balanced diet, such as not eating enough, or eating a diet which is lacking in vitamins and nutrients, can also manifest in dull and uneven skin complexion. So which is why improving the health of these two organs is the first step to achieving healthy glowing skin. So today's focus is on the prevention of aging skin, premature aging skin. So let's start off with defining some of the most common problems which is associated with aging skin and what they are caused by. So firstly, we have sagging. So as we age, we lose our protective fat layer as well as collagen, and our skin sags easily due to the loss of this support. So sagging is one of the most common symptoms that you experience with premature aging skin. Next would be fine lines and wrinkles, which we are all very familiar with. And these actually form due to our skin losing its elasticity. So thirdly, dry skin is also commonly associated with premature aging. And this is caused by a reduction in oil production by our skin. Fourth, you may also experience thin, sensitive skin that may take longer to heal. Fifth, we have age spots or liver spots, which is caused by prolonged exposure to the sun. Sixth, we have under eye bags and dark circles, which is caused by skin thinning, which causes the blood vessels under our eyes to look more obvious, causing dark eye circles and eye bags. And lastly, we have the dull skin or uneven complexion, which is usually caused by skin damage due to prolonged exposure to our sun. So in general, most of the skin issues which is associated with premature aging are caused by loss of collagen, loss of skin elasticity, as well as prolonged exposure to the sun. So, how does TCM view premature skin aging? In TCM, premature skin aging is affected by two main factors. So first, we have premature aging of organs. So as we age, our organ function naturally declines. So here are a few examples of how organ health can be linked to facial complexion. Firstly, if you have dry skin, in TCM, this is commonly linked to lung yin deficiency, or in Chinese we say 肺阴虚. So how to know if you are suffering from lung yin deficiency? You may also experience symptoms such as dry eyes, dry nose, as well as a dry throat. So these are commonly caused by lung yin deficiency. So apart from that, we also have dark under eye bags or circles. If you find yourself suffering from dark under eye bags and circles, you may have kidney deficiency. So kidney deficiency, again, is something that we cannot tell easily, but some of the other symptoms would include things like frequent night urination, like you find yourself frequently waking up at night to go to the washroom, or even lower back pain. So if you commonly have unexplained nagging lower back pain, then you may have kidney deficiency. Again, this one is commonly diagnosed by physicians, so we do recommend you guys to drop by the clinic for a diagnosis. Then apart from under eye circles, we also have dull skin or yellowish skin, and this is most commonly associated with the organ spleen. So spleen qi deficiency, or we say 脾气虚, can actually cause the dull and yellowing of the skin. And other signs that you're actually suffering from spleen qi deficiency will include things like poor digestive functions or any digestive issues, as well as chronic fatigue. Lastly, sagging, fine lines, and wrinkles is commonly caused by a combination of lung yin deficiency as well as spleen qi deficiency, or we say 肺阴虚 and 脾气虚. So this covers the part on the premature aging of the organs. So apart from this, increase in external sensitivity to pollutants and environments can also cause premature skin aging. So as we age, our skin becomes naturally thin, dry, less elastic, as well as more sensitive to external stimuli. So this is actually caused by lung Tea deficiency, which reduces our protection against external factors. And because our lungs are most commonly associated with our immunity function, when our lung Tea becomes deficient, it actually reduces our protection against external factors, including colds as well as flus. So this is how TCM views premature skin aging. But what causes actually the premature aging of our organs? So some of the most common reasons will include things like prolonged exposure to the sun, which quickens the rate of skin aging, late nights, which impacts our liver and cell recovery and hastens the rate of organ and skin aging, poor diet, which causes so essentially a lack of proper nutrition as well as excessive intake of inflammatory foods such as spicy foods, sugary foods, or even fried foods will actually hasten aging of our skin and organs. And lastly, excessive smoking and alcohol drinking can actually cause premature aging as well, because it puts a burden on our liver, and our liver has to work excessively to detox, which actually causes it to age faster, and in turn impacting other organs in the body. Yeah, so these are the 4 common reasons which causes premature aging of the skin as well as our organs. Okay, so now that we have covered the reasons part, how does TCM actually help and treat aging skin? So there are 3 main TCM treatments that we commonly use, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. So one of them is facial acupuncture. We also have TCM herbs. And lastly, we also do facial gua sha. So firstly, let's talk about facial acupuncture. So facial acupuncture can actually help to stimulate the microcirculation in our face for faster wound healing, as well as brighter and more even skin complexion. It can also help to stimulate local collagen production in the skin, which is known to make your skin look more plump, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and even reduce eye bags in some occasions. So that's for facial acupuncture. So the second treatment that we commonly use is TCM herbs. So TCM herbs commonly help to correct the underlying imbalances inside the body, be it spleen Tea deficiency, lung Ing deficiency, or lung Tea deficiency, when necessary to promote a better looking complexion. So apart from that, TCM herbs can also help to promote blood circulation in the body, which helps with the appearance of rosy cheeks and glowing skin. So if you want if you want a natural blush, then maybe you can try out TCM herbs as well as facial acupuncture. And then lastly, we have facial gua sha. So facial gua sha actually helps to activate the blood and lymphatic circulation in the face and neck area to promote glowing and plump skin. A healthy lymphatic drainage is actually very important to help ensure prompt toxin removal from the face for clear skin, and it can actually also help to promote skin tightening for the age-defying glow. So that's the 3 main TCM treatments that we use for premature aging. Just to recap, first is facial acupuncture, and then we have TCM herbs, and then lastly we have facial gua sha. Okay, so as usual, for people who are scared of pain, needles, or who are unable to take herbs for various reasons, we do also offer a range of tech-enhanced therapies which can achieve similar benefits. So firstly, we have the ELT, which is short for electrolymphatic therapy. So we are showing a picture of the ELT now. Okay, so what is the ELT? The ELT is actually a 1-hour painless, non-invasive lymphatic drainage therapy. And this can actually help to promote the healthy blood circulation throughout the body. We also do offer facial ELT as well, which focuses on the face and neck area. So this treatment is actually completely painless, which is good for patients who are scared of the needles as well as scared of pain. So apart from that, this treatment is also suitable for patients who have sensitive skin or acne-prone skin, which are both not so suitable for gua sha. So why is having a healthy lymphatic circulation important? So having a good lymphatic circulation is actually very crucial in removing toxins from the face and the body. So we say that accumulation of toxins in the body can actually show through the skin in the form of acne as well as poor complexion. Yeah. So when you actually help to improve the detox from the body, it can help in creating a glowy and healthy skin complexion. So during the facial ELT, the ELT probes are generally moved along a few areas, which include the forehead area, the sinus and the cheeks area, as well as the jawline areas. So these are areas where collagen loss and wrinkles are most commonly encountered. So we also commonly focus on these areas during facial acupuncture as well as gua sha. So that's the first tech-enhanced therapy that we use, which is the ELT. Next, we have another tech-enhanced therapy, which is called the negative ion therapy. So this negative ion therapy is also 20 minutes, completely painless and non-invasive. So during the session, you just need to lie on the bed for 20 minutes. There are already machines set up, and during the session, the negative ions from the machines can actually, through the skin surface area contact, be pumped directly into the body. And another term for negative ions is actually antioxidants lah. So these antioxidants actually helps to, one, prevent premature cell aging, help to activate healthy cell recovery, as well as promote blood circulation for healthy and glowing skin. So we commonly do these two therapies together because the ELT helps to detox the body, and then after which the negative ions help to activate your cell recovery so that the cells can start to recover at a much faster pace than they are currently doing so lah. So these are the two tech-enhanced treatments that we can use for premature skin aging. So if you're interested, do drop by for a consultation, and then we can explain more about how they can help with your condition lah. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, so now that we have talked about the treatments wise, let's move on to some lifestyle as well as diet tips for age-defying skin. So as we like to say, prevention is always better than cure. So I'm going to share some lifestyle and diet tips for those of you who want to achieve age-defying skin. So this is where you take notes. Okay, first let's talk about some lifestyle changes. So because we know that a lot of premature skin aging issues is linked to prolonged exposure to the sun, so I always encourage my patients to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is the best and only protection against the sun, okay? And so if you want to go the extra mile, some of us, we only wear sunscreen when we're outside, but actually the UV rays from the sun can even reach inside the buildings. And then when you go out, you don't think that you take the umbrella, then the UV rays won't hit you. The UV rays can actually reflect off the floor, and then it hits you directly from the floor. Yeah. So which is why it's very important for you to wear a sunscreen because it's directly on your skin, and it protects you. It gives the best protection in a sense. Okay. So some of you can actually even wear sunscreen at home. Okay, because even in our house there are a lot of harmful UV rays as well, even though it's not as much as outside lah. So that's the first lifestyle improvement. Second, okay, we also know that late nights can cause our skin to age prematurely. Okay, so which is why I always tell patients to sleep by 11 p.m. each night. Why 11 p.m.? So we say that between 11 to 1 and 1 to 3 is the time for our liver as well as our gallbladder to detox. So these are two of our main detox organs in our body, and they are in charge of cell recovery and repair. So if we don't fall asleep by then, our liver and our gallbladder is actually unable to go into detox mode, which causes an accumulation of toxins in our body, and our cells cannot repair itself, which causes premature aging and dying. Okay, and then I sometimes also receive questions like, how do the body know that it's 11 p.m. Right? Okay. So in TCM, we say that we say that the body and the nature is one lah. So 天人合一. So regardless of whether you are in Singapore, you are in Alaska, you are in Africa, okay, our body naturally adapts to the 自然界 lah, okay, which is the natural world. Okay. So regardless of where you are, okay, try to sleep according to the time zone in that area. So no matter where you are, try to go to bed by 11 p.m. So that's the second advice. Okay. And then thirdly, it's also very important to avoid bad habits like smoking and drinking, because these are two habits that can put a lot of burden on our liver as well as our lungs, which we know are two of the most common, most important organs for skin health. So if you want healthy looking skin, please try to avoid drinking as well as smoking excessively. If you can, avoid completely. And then next, it's also good for you to incorporate some exercises at home or outside to actually help to get your blood circulation going. So poor blood circulation can actually lead to poor or dull looking skin as well. So a lot of people you see when they exercise regularly, they actually have a very natural, healthy looking skin. So that is also one of the lifestyle tips that we can use. And then next, more on the skincare side of things, do ensure your skin is well hydrated. So I say this every time we have a beauty session because it is so important. So firstly, definitely avoid using harsh chemicals or over exfoliating your skin. So I'm saying this from personal experience because I went through a phase of over exfoliation before, and it actually completely destroyed my skin barrier. So I went from having no acne to having very acne prone skin when I was in my early 20s. Yeah, I'm in my late 20s now, but in my early 20s. So yeah, so usually in your early 20s you shouldn't be facing a lot of skin related issues already lah, but this is a reminder to everyone that you can always, there is always space for you to go wrong, but it's okay. Now I learned from my experience, and then I always tell people, don't over exfoliate your skin, regardless if it's physical exfoliation or chemical exfoliation. Okay. So avoid harsh chemicals and over exfoliation, and then do hydrate your skin. So this can be in the form of a very hydrating moisturizer, using hydrating face masks from time to time. They don't have to be very atas face masks. Just a simple hydration one is enough. 2 to 3 times a week I would say. And then also, of course, drink enough water lah. Okay. This one I will cover a bit more in the diet session. And then lastly, the last lifestyle tip that I want to share would be to try gua sha and facial acupressure massage. So this is actually a very exciting portion for everyone. Okay, so for those of you who have not done facial gua sha before and you don't know what it is, okay, I'm gonna explain very briefly. Okay, so let me show you my gua sha tool first. So this is my personal gua sha tool. Okay, I bought this I think online or from Welsha. You can actually find this everywhere. Okay, so there are a lot of different types of gua sha tools. Okay, there is stainless steel, there's jade, and then there are also things like what's that called? The pink color one. Okay, I will forget what's the name. Okay, but these are, I think it's quartz, rose quartz, correct? It's called rose quartz, yeah. And then it comes in a lot of different types of gua sha tools also. So there's the roller type, there's this type, yeah. So usually for facial gua sha, we use this kind where, it's like a triangular shape, and then there's like this bend in here. Okay, so how you actually use this is, usually for the bigger areas, right, we use it for the larger portions such as the forehead area, the cheeks area, as well as the neck area. Okay, and then for this area where you see that there is a bend, right, okay, so this is actually very good for angled areas such as the jawline, okay, as well as the collarbone, okay. So a simple way that you can do gua sha at home, right, it's just a few very simple steps, okay. First, we want to open up the lymphatic ducts, okay, before we even do any drainage, okay. So the lymphatic, two of the most important lymphatic ducts in our body is actually located near our clavicles area, okay. So which is why you see a lot of gua sha videos and massage videos, they start with the clavicles, okay. So what you can do is you can either use your hand or your knuckles to massage, the area, the hole in your clavicle first, okay? And then you do it for maybe like 1 to 2 minutes, okay, just to open up this area, okay? So on the left and right now, okay? If you don't use your hand, you can also use a gua sha tool, okay? You can do it over here, okay? And then afterwards, you can actually use this bent area over here, okay, to scrape along your collarbone, okay? Okay, something like this, okay, just along the collarbone, yeah. So this one also about 1 to 2 minutes, yeah, somewhere there, okay? And then once you're done doing this, we can finally move to the face. Okay, so for facial gua sha is a bit different from body gua sha in the sense that we don't actually need to use a lot of strength. Please do not use a lot of strength, okay? You can do it very gently. Yeah. And then whether you want to use oil or not is actually up to you, okay? So for some people, they don't need oil, okay? My face is quite oily by nature. Okay, no lah. But generally we advise people to do it with a fresh face lah. So you wash your face and then afterwards you put your moisturizer and everything already, right? Then you can use a very moisturizing face cream, okay? Or your favorite face oil lah, anything like that, like those very relaxing ones, okay? And then you just apply like a thin layer on the face, okay? Just slight layer lah, okay? So this one is more for lubrication, okay? And then you can start, okay? So first we can start with the forehead first. So we can use this side or this side, both are fine, okay? So you push upwards towards your hairline, okay? So push outwards towards your hairline, and then also all of the steps you can do for about 1 to 2 minutes lah, or even more if you want, okay, until you feel like slight flush on the area, because that's an indication that there is improved blood circulation in the area lah, okay? So after you push the forehead, and then sometimes I like to use this tip over here, okay, to massage around your temples. So your temples are actually located between your eyebrow as well as the edge of your eyes. So you can actually feel a bend over here, okay? So this one you just need to press very gently, okay? Just massage in circular motions like this, okay? So about 30 seconds to 1 minute. And then after this area, okay, we move on to the cheeks and sinus area, okay? So you can use this side over here, okay, the straight one or the slightly bent one, okay, to push from this area, okay, inside towards outside, okay? So we can push in 3 directions lah. So horizontal first, and then diagonally upwards, and then like this. Yeah, so this one you can do a few more times. And then after you've done this, okay, so all this should go towards the front of your ear. So around this area, okay? So after you have drained everything here, again, use the tip to massage the front part of the ear, okay? And after we've done this, we're going to do the jawline area. So if you want a very sharp jawline like me, you can use this side of the gua sha tool, okay? So when you do this, okay, you just go according to this area, okay? From the chin, okay, just gently go upwards, okay? And then when you go upwards, right, you will reach the back of the ear, okay? So the back of the earlobe, okay? Then this is where you can use this tip over here to gently massage behind the earlobe. Okay, so same thing, can repeat this a few times, okay? And then once all these are drained towards here, right, okay, you want to drain downwards towards your lymphatic ducts, okay? So you can use this area lah, okay? I think this area will be good, okay? So after you have done finishing the earlobes, and then, okay, you can move downwards towards this area, okay? And then we're done for the facial gua sha. Yeah. So this one you can actually do every day, because if you do it gentle enough, facial gua sha is actually not very invasive. But I do have to say that if you are someone with acne-prone skin, then we usually don't recommend facial gua sha, okay? Because the skin barrier is actually already not complete lah. So we want to wait for it to heal a bit more first with other treatments such as acupuncture and TCM herbs before we proceed with the facial gua sha. Okay? Okay, good. I hope everyone has a bit more information on facial gua sha now. Okay, and then of course, other than facial gua sha, we can also do a bit of facial acupressure. So if you're scared of needles, right, you can also do this at home without needles, okay? So there are a few points that we can work on. So one would be our temples, okay? So our temples is actually, one of the most important spots for skin beauty, okay? So like I mentioned just now, the temples is actually between our eyebrows and then as well as the external side of our eyes, slightly behind that. Then you can feel this dent over here, okay? So you can just press very gently. You might feel a slight sore sensation. This one is normal. And you just massage for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, okay? So this is one of the place. So this one can actually help to lift this area. So if let's say you have fine lines or wrinkles around this area, you want to lift this up, right? Okay, then you push slightly upwards, something like that. Okay, so it has a slight lifting effect. So even for facial acupuncture, we also, when we put in the needle, we actually point upwards as well. So this, to achieve a lifting effect. Okay, so this point is called Tai Yang Xue, by the way. Okay, so that's the first point. And then the second point will be your Ting Gong Xue. So Ting Gong, as you can tell from the name, okay, is actually related to the ear lah, okay. So Ting Gong Xue is actually located somewhere in front of your ear, okay. So this area, when you press, you can actually feel a slight dent, okay. So if you open your mouth, you can actually feel the dent in this area. Yeah, okay. So this one you just need to massage as well. Okay. So the reason why is because some of the more important lymph nodes are around this area, and then everything drains towards here lah. Okay. So again, if you want a lifting effect, it helps to lift this area around here. Okay. And then lastly, one of my favorite points is actually called Ju Liao, which is located underneath your cheeks. So when you smile, right? Okay, you smile and then you see your cheeks plump up, right? Okay, so right underneath, right under your, what's this? Your cheekbone, right under your cheekbone, directly under your eyes, okay? There's actually this spot that when you press, right, it feels very sore, okay? And then why it's very sore is because there's a lot of blood vessels as well as lymphatic vessels in the area lah, okay? So when you press on that area, right, okay, when you're feeling the soreness, it actually helps to activate a lot of the blood circulation as well as the lymphatic drainage. So if you're someone who likes to torture yourself for beauty, you can press on that spot a little bit more lah. So those are the three main spots that we commonly use for acupressure. Of course, there are a lot more, but if you want to know more, you can drop by for a consultation and I can advise you better lah. Okay, so that covers the gua sha and the facial acupressure massage. Let's move on to the diet. Okay, so for diet, I have some cold hard rules. So the first one would be, of course, to avoid all inflammatory foods, which would include things like fried food, spicy food, oily food, processed food, as well as food that is high in sugar. So these are all highly inflammatory foods that can cause premature aging. So we want to avoid these at all costs. I mean, once in a while is fine. So usually I say once to twice every week or so lah. So that's on the diet part. To avoid. Okay, so what do you want to eat more of? So generally, I advise patients to eat more of foods that are high in antioxidants and vitamins, such as broccoli, tomatoes, sunflower seeds, as well as sweet potatoes, which are high in vitamin A. Apart from these, you can also eat foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids, such as salmon. So omega-3 fatty acids is actually necessary to keep your skin supple and moisturized. Of course, apart from that, avocados are also a good source of healthy fats and vitamin E. So if you are someone who likes avocados, then you can incorporate them into your diet. I don't like avocados, so I will eat more of salmon. Okay, so apart from that, you can also actually consider taking collagen supplements. So these collagen supplements come in many different forms. They can be in jelly form, they can be in drink forms, they can be in capsule forms. So most commonly, I recommend patients to take the capsule or the tablet forms because, you just need to swallow, so they don't actually need to add in a lot of additives or artificial ingredients to make them nicer for people to take lah. So for collagen jelly and collagen drinks, right, to make them more palatable for people to take, right, they actually tend to add in a lot of other excess ingredients that we don't necessarily want in our diet. So my advice is always to go for the tablet or the capsule form. Yeah, you can actually find a lot of collagen on iHerb or online. Okay, maybe not iHerb. Okay, yeah, or anywhere lah. Okay, and then there are a lot of different forms of collagen as well, like marine collagen, which is very popular these days. Animal collagen, such as chicken, which is most popular. For vegetarians or vegans, right? Okay, there are also a lot of vegan options lah. Okay, so you can just go online and find. So that is on the collagen supplement side of things. Apart from that, okay, I also advise patients to cut down on the cold drinks and the coffee. So this one is very painful for a lot of people. I don't know why, okay, but do try to substitute your bubble tea, which is quite high in sugar, or coffee with green tea. So you can still drink beverage, but maybe not go for bubble tea. You can go for green tea instead, which contains a lot of powerful antioxidants. The green tea has to be hot, it's not cold green tea. And then lastly, okay, you should drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Minimally, I drink 3 liters every day. Okay, so how we derive this number is actually 5% of our body weight lah. So on average, people should drink minimally 3 liters of water. Okay, for some reason, it's very hard for Singaporeans to drink a lot of water. Okay, I think it's because all of us are very busy with a lot of things. Okay, but imagine your body is made out of 70% of water. Okay, so whatever you do, your body requires water lah. So when you start drinking a lot of water, right, okay, even for me last time, right, I start to see a lot of changes in my skin. So that is your first step lah, okay, that is your most important homework, which is to up your water intake. Of course, don't drink like 1 liter straight away. Usually we drink like, you just put a water bottle beside you and then you drink slowly throughout the day lah. And then you'll find that actually it's very easy to hit 3 liters. Yep. Okay. So that covers the diet side of things. Lastly, I also have a supplement to recommend. Okay, so for all of you, we know that gut health is actually very important for skin health lah, because we know about the gut-skin axis lah. Okay, so whatever you eat will show on your skin. Okay, so if you have a good gut health, then naturally you will also have healthy looking skin. When you don't have good gut health, and then it will also show through your skin lah. So a lot of skin issues is actually related to a healthy gut. So if you want to achieve a healthy gut, I have a supplement to recommend, which is our gut essentials. Okay, so this one, if you've been with us for quite a while, you know that I've been sharing this supplement for quite a few sessions already. Okay, so I will do a recap again. Okay, so gut essentials is actually a symbiotic product. So which means that it contains both prebiotics as well as probiotics. So probiotics is actually good bacteria that helps to improve our gut health. Okay, so it's actually a very convenient supplement to take for good gut health. Okay, you just need to take 1 capsule a day. Okay, and then it takes care of your gut bacteria already. Okay, so if you want to enjoy healthy looking and glowy skin, okay, you can actually give the gut essentials a try. Okay, so if you want to find out more, you can actually, when you drop by for a consultation, we'll be happy to share more about this product with you lah. Okay, so that is on the gut essential. And then to sum it all up, okay, if you can follow all my advice on the diet and lifestyle tips, the effects will be even better than doing an expensive facial treatment as well as Botox. Okay, so these are all the most simple, cost-effective, and natural ways to enjoy young looking and age-defying and glowing skin. Yeah. Okay, so one more thing. Okay, I also have a recipe to share with everyone for anti-aging skin. Okay, so this recipe is called the rose honey green tea. So I actually really love this recipe a lot because it tastes good, it looks good, it smells good, and also it sounds good. So what's the rose honey green tea? Okay, it's a very simple recipe. You just need to add 2 to 3 rose buds to a cup of hot green tea, and also add a bit of honey to taste. So the benefits of this rose honey green tea is to basically, okay, so the green tea part of it helps to fight aging, because we all know that green tea is a very good antioxidant. The rose part of it can actually help to improve mood, improve our female hormonal balance, as well as aid liver detox. And then next we also have honey, which we all know is an anti-inflammatory product. So these 3 together is actually very easy to make. Plus the ingredients are readily available at your supermarket or your herbal store. So it's generally something that can help substitute all your coffee, all your bubble tea lah. Okay, so the next time you want something to drink, you can give this a try lah. Okay, also if you didn't catch the recipe, we will be sharing 3 recipes for anti-aging skin on our IG very soon. So do remember to follow us if you want to see that in time. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure all of you are dying to try out the tea already. But before we come to the end of our sharing session, let's answer some commonly asked questions. In the meantime, okay, so we are moving to our Q&A session. So if any of you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below so that I can address it later. Okay, I'm going to drink some water first. Okay, so let's go to the first commonly asked question. Is TCM treatment safe and effective for all skin types and ages? So the short answer is yes. So TCM treatments and therapies are generally safe for all skin types and ages, as we have actually a variety of treatments, including invasive, which is acupuncture, okay, and non-invasive ones such as the ELT, okay, which allows us to personalize the treatment according to everyone's different skin types lah. So we welcome anyone who wants to achieve healthy, glowing skin to drop by for a consultation with me or our other friendly physicians so that we can take a look at your skin first and then we can advise better. Yeah, so that's the first question. And then the second question is, how long does it usually take to see results from TCM skincare and anti-aging practices? So this is also a question that my patients commonly ask. So as usual, for my answer, this is highly dependent on a lot of factors such as your lifestyle and diet. I do see patients who experience improvements in as fast as 2 to 3 sessions. So these improvements can actually include things like a brighter complexion, smaller under eye circles and under eye bags, sharper jawline, as well as a less defined smile line and wrinkles. So of course, I always say the healthier your lifestyle and the healthier your diet, usually the faster it is for you to achieve age-defying skin. Okay, so your diet and lifestyle actually play a very big part in your recovery as well. So that's the second question, and then we have the third question. Okay, can TCM be used in combination with Western skincare products and treatments? Okay, so the answer for this is that this depends on the type of skincare and Western treatments that you're currently using. So generally, the more invasive the treatment or the product used, the longer the downtime is required between the two treatments. For acupuncture itself, generally there is no downtime. But for facial gua sha, as it involves a tugging motion on the skin, right? There will generally, depending on the intensity of the gua sha itself, there may be a downtime of 24 hours to a week before you can do any treatments. So this one, we will have to advise accordingly on the day itself. So basically, the duration of the downtime is highly dependent on the treatments that you are planning to do. So this one, you will have to tell us on that day so that we can advise that. So that's the third question. And then for the fourth question, okay, this one is the last question I currently have. Okay, how often do I need to come for TCM treatment for anti-aging? So generally, the frequency of treatment would be about once a week, but this can also vary depending on the concern. So we can go up to 2 to 3 times a week for things like acne, or even if let's say you want to do for beauty, right? Okay, if you do have the time, we do recommend you dropping by even twice a week. That's fine as well. Or it can even go up to 2 weeks apart. So for example, for facial gua sha, sometimes we usually recommend a slightly longer time in between. So it could be like a 1 to 2 weeks gap. Yep, so that is the answer for how often I need to come for TCM treatment for anti-aging. So this is all for the questions that you guys have previously asked. Okay, let's see if there are any new questions to address. Okay, wait, let me take a look. Okay, so so someone asked if we have hormonal breakouts, which is a few acne only, right? Can we still do facial gua sha at home? Actually, yes. If you are not having cystic acne, which is like, acne and broken skin over the whole face, right? You can actually do gua sha even if you have a few breakouts, like just a few acnes, okay? But of course, my advice is always to avoid these areas where you have broken skin, Okay, and also one of the most important things is don't pick at your skin if you have acne. Okay, as long as you have open wounds, try not to do gua sha in that area lah. Okay, but other than that, you can actually do the rest of the face. It actually doesn't really affect too much lah. Yeah, but if let's say you really have a lot of acne or a lot of broken skin, then yes, I will generally recommend you to stop gua sha for now until the skin is much better lah. Because we also don't want to stress the skin out too much. We want to give it a bit of space to heal lah. And then next question is cold gua sha tool better? Does it help to close pores? Actually, yes. So sometimes, right, some people, they actually like to put the gua sha tool in the fridge first to cool it a little bit before they start using on the skin. So this is actually a very good tip for helping to fight inflammation. So if you experience hot flushes in the face or like a lot of redness and sensitivity in the face, right? Okay, a cold gua sha tool can actually help to reduce this redness almost immediately. Yeah. So when you use gua sha tool, especially this kind, right, which has a flat surface, right, you don't just have to you can gua your face, but then you can also use the big surface area to your advantage. You can actually just put it on your face, and then it can actually act as like a cold compress. Yeah. So if you have, let's say, an event that you're going to soon, but then you have very swollen eyes or puffy cheeks or anything like that, right? Okay, just put your gua sha tool inside the fridge. And then after a while, you take it out, it's cold, and then you put it on your face. So this one can actually help to depuff the face very fast. Yeah. Okay, so that is all we have for today. Okay, so I hope everyone have a better understanding of what causes premature skin aging and how TCM can help with it. So I've also shared a lot of diet and lifestyle tips with everyone on how to prevent premature aging. So I do hope that everyone can actively practice it. I will be very proud of you. So in our next Noon Talks, Senior Physician Lim will be talking about TCM and eczema. So eczema is one of the most common medical conditions that Singaporeans suffer from due to our hot weather as well as our humid weather. So do be sure to tune in if you want to find out more about how TCM can help to manage eczema. Of course, if you have friends or family who suffer from eczema, do remember to ask them to tune in as well. So, you are welcome. So before we end the day, we have a special promo for our followers who are keen to try TCM to achieve healthier looking skin. So for the first 3 patients to quote ORG Beauty, which is ORG BEAUTY, from 26 July to 2nd August, so basically by 2nd August, okay, we'll receive a complimentary consultation as well as complimentary facial acupuncture, which is worth up to $240 for skin concerns. And then with that, we have come to the end of our Noon Talks today. Okay, so it's by myself today. It's a little bit more intensive. Okay, but it has been a very cozy session. So I hope that all of you enjoyed your Noon Talks for today. And thanks for taking some time from lunch out to tune in also. What thing? Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't type here. I thought you calling me ORG Beauty. Just kidding. Okay. You have to call in you either call in a text can. Okay, you can either call or WhatsApp our clinic number. Okay, you just go online and find our clinic number. You just type Oriental Remedies Group. You only have one clinic number. So you can just send in the code to our phone team, and then they will help you to arrange a session for you. Okay. Yay, it was very insightful. Thank you. So happy. Okay, so 各位美女们，我们就下班吧。We shall have, okay, that's all for today's session. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so remember to send in the code to our phone team, okay? Then, I think that's about it for today. Have a good day, everyone. So if there is no more last words, I guess it's bye-bye.